let's get to number 2 of the questions I asked during the Success Secrets in the episode, and that is, what is your superpower? Now, this is a great question, and it's something that at first you might say, Brian, I don't have a superpower. I'm not like Dan Pena and Ido Portal and Dorian Yates. I'm not this superhero. But that's a lie. You actually are a superhero. We all have a superpower that we were born with. It's some talent that we have. And if you can identify what your superpower is and what your superpower isn't, you can get people in your lives that share the superpowers you don't have, and you can identify the ones you do have and really go big on them. So this is a great question. I ask my guests this all the time, and at first when I asked this, I thought, they're just not going to answer me. They're going to laugh. But usually when they think about it, they say, you know what, it's this. And the way I ask is this. I said, if I was going to ask 5 of your friends, and I'm going to ask you this right now, if I was going to ask 5 of your friends, what is your superpower, what would they say that it is? And they might say, wow, Christoph is really dedicated, Robert is really intelligent, BJ's a great leader, RJ always makes it happen even when he doesn't want to happen. So this is a great thing to ask your group of friends and to think about yourself, because we all have superpowers. It's just sometimes we give ourselves negative talk and say, I'm not a good speaker, I'm not a good businessman, I'm out of shape, I'm not physical, I'm bad at math, I'm not an artist. This is all bullshit. I hate it when people say this stuff because it's negative self-talk. Everyone is good at math. Everyone has an artistic streak. Everyone can be a business person. Everyone can have a great diet. So again, I love positive affirmations, but I also love finding out what you're good at. So for me, what is my superpower? Well, first of all, I'm doggedly relentless. All right. And if I look at my life, I'm like a dog with a bone. It's very hard to get me to stop doing something once I put my mind on it. Now, that can be very, very useful when you're studying hard and you're at MIT trying to get straight A's and you want to go to Wall Street and you want to make it as a banker, or you want to build London Real and you don't want to quit no matter what. That can also be bad when you have an addictive personality and you're like doing all these other things that are addictive. That can also be really bad. But for me, I think it can be really good. So for me, it's that relentless aspect of me that will just continue doing things in a manner where I just won't say quit. So that can be really good to, building up London Real or to go ahead and work myself in banking. But sometimes this can also be a bad thing. So I recognize that, and I also think, what are some of the other things that I can do? One thing that I'm really good at is going ahead and going for it. Going out there and broadcasting on video, having conversations with other people. I'm really open to just pulling the trigger and going for it. So that's become a superpower. I'm becoming really good at teaching. I really love teaching. I love seeing people win. I love telling people stories that are not mine. So I love giving the spotlight to other people. And I didn't know this about myself for a long time, but I think that's one of the superpowers of London Real, is that it doesn't need to always be just about me. And I think sometimes other shows are about them. So for me, if I can remember that, I can say, wow, this is what I'm good at. What I'm not good at is other things. Sometimes I'm not good at other things that I have people around me for. So I have people in my team that help me make videos, that help me book guests, that help me teach courses, that help me do other creative things that I'm not always good at. So I've got people that help us make documentary films, that help us write copy, that help us do these other things, and I focus on what I'm good at. So again, if you can answer this question, type in, what is your superpower? Know what it is and cultivate it, and find other people with superpowers that you need to get to the next level. And that's really important. Something that at home, Mariana is like one of the best caregivers I've ever seen. She's just this amazing woman who's constantly involved in the emotions of our kids, and she's constantly doing these things. But for me, I'm more of the planner, like, let's get this stuff done, let's get this stuff done. And without me there, certain things would fall through. And without her there, the boys would always be being pushed to be doing things, and they wouldn't get this like emotional tie. So the two of us with our superpowers are making what I hope is a great family unit, that we're taking our boys to the next level, and my daughter. So that's another way of just identifying superpowers.
At London Real, we believe that individual transformation can change the world. Join us and start your journey today.